What's up, guys? I'm Chris.
Harrison.
And today we're going to be talking about tips that we have to find allocated bottles.
And I think we have some pointers that you may not have even heard yet from other YouTubers.
Oh, absolutely.
At least I haven't.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
That was dope.
Alright, so before we get into it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps us out. Now let's get into it.
Step number one.
Explore. You gotta explore. You gotta know your market. Are you in a state where it's state controlled, like Oregon, where there's only gonna be liquor stores carrying hard alcohol?
That's when it can be tough, especially when you're looking for allocation because everyone's looking for it.
Yep.
And you're forced to like build those relationships, which I know you're very, very aware of. A lot of people saying build those relationships. I get it.
Oh yeah.
But specifically, we're talking about if you're in a state-controlled area, it's tough. You're gonna have to branch out. But exploring also independent markets or grocery stores.
Oh, absolutely.
Talking about our last video with the Michter's 10-year rye. He walked in and saw a couple of these on the shelves along with the barrel-proof ryes too.
Yeah.
Just a row.
Just a row, and they're still there. It's been months.
Grocery store.
And it's not a big Albertsons or Kroger or anything like that. It's one of those small, like farm to store grocery stores. So if you have a local market like that,
Oh yeah.
go check it
A
out.
local independent market. That's like the big thing for me is, you know, sure you can go to a Safeway and you'll find a bottle of Blanton's once in a while. But in terms of like, you know, people are gonna go there more often for their liquor. They're not gonna go to this independent markets for booze. And,
Chances of you finding them are going to be a lot less.
Yeah, seriously. And this guy found a couple good stuff doing accidental hunting at Indian reservations.
Yeah, that's going to be this guy, Willer Foolproof, and stumbled in. What's nice about Indian reservations where we are in Washington is no liquor tax. So I walked out the door with this thing for $77, and they're just slept on up there.
Guys, this is a big tip we're giving you right here. Like this is something where we always consider, like, I don't know if I want to give this out, but they don't do liquor tax. They don't know what they have. They don't care because nobody cares over there about liquor. So that's, if you want to make a good little road trip, yeah, that's
it can't hurt to check it out. And not only did I get this at a reservation, at the same exact reservation.
Barrel-proof VH Taylor.
Barrel-proof VH Taylor. So, I mean, the results, it's
Straight
been
for themselves.
2 good bottles in 2 years. That's not too bad for me.
Yeah,
so it's always
definitely
worth checking out.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go step number 2. You heard it all the time. Make friends.
Yep.
I get it. Make friends with the liquor owners, right? You know, you meet the store owner, the manager of the store who gets, you know, you got any bottles in the back? But not just that. You go in the aisle, you're there a long time looking at whiskey, and you notice somebody else is doing the same thing. Strike up a conversation. Say, oh, how long have you been getting into whiskey? Oh, how much do you know? How much do you want to know? Oh, yeah, have you tried this one? Oh, and then it's really good. Oh, I think you would really like this one. Like nice recommendations like Early Times, Old Granddad 114, Ancient Age, you know, like and like kind of say how it's a good alternative to some of the higher stuff. You know, like strike that conversation. And by talking about that, you'll get a gauge on where they're at with their knowledge of whiskey. And for us personally, we really like bringing people that aren't too familiar with whiskey and they're like just getting into it, and they come here and have free reign for whatever they want to drink. And it's just such a good feeling getting people into that. Make friends and be okay with trading open bottles with them.
Yeah, shoot the breeze. Yeah, don't be afraid of an open bottle. Maybe they taste something and like, oh, maybe Stag is not for me. I'll trade it out at a discount.
Good luck with that, but I guess it depends on the batch. I don't like this batch, take it.
Honestly, like they'd rather have something else.
Yeah.
But that's good. Make a friend, and maybe their palate's gonna be just different enough from yours. Maybe they got something they don't even want. You got something you don't want.
And you're meeting someone else who has their own stores, their own friends.
Yeah.
Can I come with you, dude? Let's do some hunting today. Dude, and that also goes into forums.
Yeah.
There's like, we were in Washington. There's Washington forums of whiskey
Facebook
all
groups.
over.
You gotta be in them.
The thing I really like to do is to see who drinks their whiskey, and I could say, hey, I have either this full bottle, I just want the rest of what you have there.
Right.
Or I'll put up in the, like, hey, I'm just looking for some open bottles that people have tried and they don't want anymore. I'll give you I have a picture of everything I'm willing to offer. Take your pick,
Right.
And you'll get those people that are like, okay, he drinks whiskey. Let's make friends.
Exactly.
And now you have that connection too. So
that's a big one. Don't be afraid of open bottles. Make friends, not just with the liquor store owners, which is important,
absolutely.
but people who are looking at whiskey too. That's great.
Another thing I say, when you're making friends with the liquor store owner, let them know you drink your whiskey.
Right.
You walk in, and if you're asking for a bottle or you're interested in something that they might have in the back, you say, this is my go-to, and this is how I make it friends. I literally say, the second you get that back in stock, I'm gonna go out to my car. I got a couple clean sample bottles in my car. I'll go pour a little sample, bring it back, and you can take it home with you and try it as well.
And what does that tell them?
It tells them you drink the whiskey and you like sharing the whiskey. Because that's what whiskey's all about.
You're gonna pop that sucker open right away.
Oh, yeah.
You're not just gonna hoard it and try to like sell it for over MSRP. And they're getting something out of it.
Yeah, and they know you're not just gonna let it collect dust.
Exactly. And they would much rather let you know about when they're getting inventory, if to that kind of person, than someone who's gonna try to clean them out and sell them. And so you gotta think about this. Is 2 ounces or 1.5 ounces, whatever you're willing to spare, less of one of these bottles worth right around MSRP, if not a little bit over, because it's a grocery store?
Whatever.
I mean,
big whoop. It's not secondary.
It's almost, it's going to be a given, I think. I would take 2 ounces out of this if I can get it for $50. That's no problem.
I mean,
small price to pay is what I'm saying.
I think that's a great step 2, is you make friends, but let them know you drink your whiskey. They like people that drink their whiskey.
Step 3, and probably the most important step out of everything here, stay calm, okay? You need to chill. Don't come out guns a-blazing. Where's your Blantons? I need a Blantons. I need a Stag. Not gonna happen.
The guy at High Spirits, you got any Eagle Rare here?
Dude, oh
no,
my.
nothing, I'm out of here.
This guy, I'm chatting it up. I'm doing step 2 actively. I'm in step 2, waist deep in step 2. This guy comes in, hey, you got any Eagle Rare? And then the guy I'm talking to is like, nah, we're all out. He was gone. He Scooby-Doo ran right out of there. And it's just like, liquor store owners and employees, they don't want to deal with that. They deal with it all day.
All the time. And
so what do we do?
So this is all, you gave that little story of that guy. I have a true story.
Yeah.
And this just happened in the past couple of weeks. We were in Oregon. You probably saw the short. We were at Sip City, which is a great store too. My first time being there.
It was so
We were in Portland. It was the last store we hit up. And
Very last, end of the day, long day.
Let's hit up this store. We've already got our haul. We're feeling good. I'm content. Let's just see what they have to offer. We go inside. He's like, oh, cool. They got that Mixture Straight Rye. You know, it's no tax. I'll grab it. So he kind of calls that one awesome. Cool. You got like a backup bottle or whatever, a refill. And I shoot with, hey, I'm just wondering if you happen to have anything interesting here. And then she goes, oh, if you're looking for anything allocated, no, we're nothing. Shut me down.
Shut down
right?
immediately.
Because she knows that. That what that guy did in his story, she thought I was doing that. But I said, oh, no, not really allocated. Just like some interesting store picks or something that you find more interesting that maybe I don't know about.
Yeah, like quick to just like, oh, no, not that. Like, no, anything you think is interesting.
These are tips for people who like to drink whiskey.
Exactly.
And who are looking for interesting things. And sometimes, like what happened to me, I corrected my wording. I said, nope, just something interesting to you, store picks or whatever. She goes, actually, I feel like being nice. Hold on right here. Goes in the back, comes out with a full bottle of Blanton's. You want this? $62?
Now, obviously, we're not actively hunting this because you know our thoughts about it. It's a good bottle for $60, but there's a lot more that we can get for that price range. But, we were happy. And it doesn't work every time. No, like that's where relationships
sometimes they just don't have anything, right?
Or they're not into whiskey.
True, yeah.
Sometimes they're just the vodka guys or beer guys. You know, that's fine. But yeah, in that situation, and it's worked in the past as well. It's like like store picks. Like, do you do store picks? Do you pick special bottles? Is there anything that you've tried that you think is a sleeper? Like wanting information instead of wanting this bottle.
That's been my first go-to now when I enter a store is I go store picks. Do they have any?
So fun.
I'm in love with these single barrel store picks because nobody else can get them.
Oh yeah,
bro. When we were in Oregon, also I went inside. The first store we went into,
boom, Total Wine, so good.
Bottle I came out with was a Clonakilty store pick. It's an Irish whiskey.
Yeah.
Usually they're like 43, 45% ABV. This guy was like 56% ABV. I got some people that I know that love Irish whiskey. I'm gonna share that with them. Like, that's what I'm looking for. The special, interesting, different bottles. Stuff you like, but now it's a whole barrel and they picked it. And now you get to like come back and be like, by the way, that was a good pick.
Oh yeah, not blended. It's special and it's one of a kind. You got a cool sticker on it. Like that's
totally.
That's so cool.
So that's basically the 3 steps that we had for you today. I gotta say, this video was for people that open their bottles and drink their whiskey. For those who let their whiskey collect dust on the shelves, I got nothing for you, man.
Yeah, I don't know how to help you. Keep doing what you're doing, I guess, unfortunately, but...
I mean, to each their own. You can do whatever you want with whatever you want, but...
It's your purchase.
I just hope that you learned something today and got something fruitful out of this video.
Oh, yeah.
Because I honestly didn't hear most of the things that we talked about in here. The whole make friends in the liquor store, make friends, make sure, they open the bottle. All that stuff is, pretty cliche. But I think there's a couple pointers we said that I didn't hear personally. So I hope you kind of got that too. Absolutely.
And it's been working for us for the past few years. And I mean, we're able to build a nice small little collection and try some really awesome whiskeys because of it. So it's working for us and it's bound to work for you.
Thank you so much for joining us here on Brothers Barrel. Again, I hope you got something informative out of this, something different. If not, leave it in the comments and point down who else says these exact pointers, because I want to see what else they have to say about it.
Absolutely. Special thank you to all of our Patreons. We got 3 of them now, which is killer. So awesome. So appreciative of you guys. And stay tuned. As you can see, we finally got a tabletop here, so we can showcase a little bit more of our whiskey.
B-roll for days.
And and about 2 or 3 videos time, you'll see another little surprise in the bourbon area. So anyways, we'll catch you next time.
See you guys.